Online, am I audible? Online, am I audible? Can you hear me? Online, is my voice is clear? Good. Now, last one, am I audible, ma? Good. Then let's start. Good morning, everyone. Good. How are you all? Fine. In the last few classes, we discussed what is database, database management system, MySQL, SQL, how to download and install SQL, MySQL, and how to start basic command like create database and database name. What is data type? What is constraint? This much we discussed. I'm just gonna give a quick recap on what is what. Okay. After that, we'll see it like today's one. Before I start, let me start with as usual as a simple story. Now, once upon a time, there used to be a guy named John. What is the name, ma? John. Good. Now, one day, the John went to shipping. Sorry, the one John went to fishing. One day, the John went to the fishing. So he wants to do some kind of fishing one, and he put the nets, he put all the bait and all. So he started fishing it. He tried and tried for hours. He did not get a single fish. Suddenly, there is a wise man came with some another fishing rod and another bait, and he put his fishing rod with a bait in another place nearby to the John only in the same pond. He tried in another place. He got the fish and he left. Before the wise man came, the John thinks that the fish is empty. That is why he is not getting the fishes. The pond is empty. He thought it. Do you think he is right? His pond is empty? No. Why? Because the wise man got it. Once the wise man got it, then he understood. It is not the pond that is empty. It is the place and the method he tried is wrong. Maybe if he tried in another place, in another way, maybe he will get it. That is the same point which I wanna do it for you all also. Majority of the freshers will always complain to me one single thing, that the job market is low, that the market is not there, or outside jobs are not there. But actually, the market is never be empty. I have never seen market. eh, To say truly, there is no market. This is not something like some kind of shopping mall. Na? Industry is something so huge. You cannot say it like market is down, market is up, market is having the jobs, market is not. No, every day one startup comes, every day one company die. Simple. It's like the human ratio. Every day one person lose the job, every day one person get the job. Maybe in the same Hyderabad, one day, maybe today, there may be some people having interviews. Maybe today in the same Hyderabad, one person may be losing the job. You don't know. It is not the market that is empty. It is you that should be checking in different place in different method. You checked it in one website, you try it in one way, and you are not getting the job. That doesn't mean market is bad. It means you should check in different website or different way. When one of your resume is not working, you should check it with a different resume. When one of your method is not working, you should check it with a different one. When one of your skill is not working, you should check it with a different skill. Are you all getting my point, ma? But underline is simple. Market always have fishes. It's up to you whether you catch them or not. Online, is it clear? I hope it is. No doubt is same whether the freshers of the full stack Python has jobs or not. That's what I'm telling you. It never matters whether you are fresher, experienced, or having it like some kind of gap. People say it like gap. It never matters. Industry welcomes everyone with skill. Ultimately, industry expects skills. It's not about the pressure or something. The only difference is pressure will get less package. You also will get the job. You will get less package. That is because company has to invest some kind of other things for your training. Okay. Understand from company's perspective. If I hire one senior guy, I don't need to tell anything to that guy. He will only do it everything. But if I hire a fresher, I have to tell them, teach them, do this, do that. He- Maybe it will take 1 month to train him only, na? So that means 1 month I'm not getting any product. I'm training him free of cost. I am giving them salary and training him, right? So that's why the company makes it like the less packages for the freshers. But still, company hire the freshers. You check it in a right platforms. Do it your own research. Okay, yeah, that's a thing. And let's start our today's work. VS Code, no, not VS Code. Like sorry, habituated. Now, what are the things we discussed, sir? Yesterday we discussed data types in MySQL. When we go to the data types in MySQL, let's start everyone with this question. What is the difference between MySQL and SQL? MySQL is a software, DBMS software, and SQL is a language. It's a query language. Good. But sir, I want to use MySQL. For MySQL, I need one GUI tool. What is the GUI tool I used for MySQL, sir? Workbench. What is the tool I will use, ma? Workbench. Graphical user interface tool called Workbench. If you don't want the GUI tool, you need to write it in command prompt. I don't like to write in command prompt. Okay. So that's why I need one tool. I downloaded the tool. The tool name is Workbench. Everyone should install MySQL. So go to the internet MySQL download. You will say it like MySQL installer for Windows. Whole package will be installed. You have to click full next, next, next until they ask the password and confirm password. And it will go until the next you will have an execute. It will complete the installation. It's a direct installation. Only the one thing which you have to remember your password which you said. Next. After that, I open here MySQL Workbench. In this Workbench, I have some connections. If I go to this default connection, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's my password. When I open here, in this particular one, I have left side. You can see here, left side, I have schemas. Schemas means databases. Schemas means databases. Actual meaning of schema means structure. Okay. But in MySQL, schema is equals to database. Okay. Now here, you will write it here, schemas. The schemas are databases. And if you observe it clearly, left side, I have it like BooksDB, school, something like movies.db, something Sakila, something SYS, something world. These three are default system ones, sys, world, and the Sakila one. And the remaining three I created yesterday. If you want to create in first, I want to write some commands, sir. If you want to write some commands, sir, first thing you will do is, I don't want to save anything. If you want to write anything, first thing you will do is click here. This is a new SQL file. Next one, new, you have to open any one SQL folder. You will click here, open folder. If you want to create any database, you can click here. If you want to create any table, you can click here. If you want to create any view, you can click here. If you are creating any function or procedure, you can click here. If you are creating any function here, click here. If you are searching for something, you will click here. But sir, we don't do that. What we will do, we will write the commands. Yesterday, you all created database, na? You remember how did you create it, sir? How? Create database name. We will not click this button. Why? Because in backend technology, in Python, in system, it should create automatically. Okay. We don't do this command. So for this, instead of writing it here, I will take one new SQL file. In this new SQL file, I'm writing it here now. Create database and database name office. Now next. Now for new database, new SQL file. No, nothing like that. For new commands, new SQL file. It's not like new database. I can use it yesterday file also. I don't want you to get confused. So that's why every day I will use new SQL file. You can write it every command in your whole world in one particular SQL file also. Nothing will happen. Now if I do this, I click this. I can have it like two executions. One is for the all, another one is for only cursor one. If I click this first time, can you see it is successful? Left side, it is created something called office. If you see here, left side, office is there now. Now, sir, imagine I am clicking it here one more time. Can you see error is coming? Can anyone guess why did I get error now? Yes, already created, Ray. Because you are getting it here error. That error is because can't create the database office already exists. I want to use this. Use office. Right? If you want to use the database, use database. Click here. Now again error. What is error? Can't create database. Why that error is coming? Because you are running all lines. In that all lines means first line again run. Na? First line is already created. So first line run. Here two solutions. One is running only current line or keep that first line as a comment. Keep first line as a comment. In program, you will put comments, na? In Python, you will put comments, na? In MySQL, you can comment the code in two ways. One is called single line comment. Single line comment means you will put dash dash space. I will write the notes, don't worry. For single line comment, again, one more time. How do you write single line comment, ma? Dash dash space. Now, if you do it, what will happen, sir? If I run the code, first line will not run. Why? Because it's a comment. In your programming also, comments will never run. Na? Or there is another way called slash star. This is called multi-line comment. Now, if you see two lines became common, how many lines are there until you put the slash star slash? All will be comment only. If you want to comment multiple lines, you will use this slash asterisk and the asterisk slash one. If you want to comment a single line, you will use dash dash space. Any doubts? Online till now, anyone have any doubts, sir? No? No doubts. So for me, I will keep it up here only, so that only this one is there. So I can click here, it will use the office, no worries. Then next, yesterday we also discussed when you are creating table, a table is nothing but contains rows and columns. Horizontal ones are called rows, vertical ones are called columns. Columns defines the attributes, rows defines the data. For example, every employee will have employee ID, every employee will have employee name, every employee will have a role, every employee will have salary. These things defines their particular attributes. They are columns. There is a name called Prasad. There is an ID called 101. There is a salary called something. There is a role called something. That is the row. That is the data. Table contains rows and columns. If you want to create a table, first you have to tell columns, each column what data type, and each column what rules. The rules are called constraints. Rules are called constraints. Yesterday we learned about data types. You all remember data types, ma? Okay. Employee ID. What is the data type? Integer. Very good. Or next, if I wanted to give employee ID as EMP 101, EMP 101, varchar. What will be? Varchar. Right now? If you give it like char 6 letter, only up to EMP 999 it will come. After that, no employees. You can use that also. Or next one. Now, after this, if I wanted to give something called salary, salary, which one you will use? For salary, I will use decimal because people's salary will be based on total number of digits, 0.00. Sometimes you will have it like some kind of deductions or something PFs or something decrease. I think I am getting my voice only. Why you are watching that when you am here? You can decrease that, na, at least. Good. Now, anyway. Now, next one. Every table, like for example, next one, what if his date of birth, employee date of birth, employee joining date time. Good. Now, or what he can do. Yeah, those things were fine. Now, next one, employee gender, char one. Good. Next, if I do this, every column will also have something constraints. In the table contains employee ID, employee name, gender, salary, role, date of birth, joining date. In this, anyone guess what is primary key? ID. Employee ID is the primary key. Why? Because taking the employee ID, you can get any other detail of that particular employee. Using that employee ID, you can find his gender, his role, his salary, or anything. Primary key is the column by which you can able to find any other record of data. Okay. And that too, that record of data you will find uniquely. Means no other person will have same employee ID. Also, no employee will have without an ID. Every person should have ID and ID should not be repeated. Any doubts here? Okay. Imagine I'm giving employee email. Email cannot be repeated. But some people can live unique. What it is? Unique. Or I have it like something called role. I want everyone to mention their role. Role should be there, but it may not be unique. What it will be? Not null. I want to give there something called, I want to give their country. Country. If they did not mention the country, it will be India. Default, right? Simple. I want to check their age should be greater than 18. Check, check, simple. Or next, uh, this employee is having something called department ID because I have something called department table. In that department table, I have it like something department ID, department name, department head, something are there, which is like sales department, marketing. So that department ID is coming here. What is it called? Foreign key. Because another table column is coming this table, so it is a foreign key here. Any questions on this one? No. Online, are everyone clear, sir? No. No. Your screen not showing anything. Online, can you see the screen? Yeah. Foreign key one. Let's do it one time. Let's do the applications now. Let's create the application. Create table employees, employee ID in primary key, auto increment, comma, employee name, varchar 20, not null, employee role. Oh, there is something the separate role, employee role. And here we are having it like again, that is also varchar 20, not null. And he is having it something like salary, decimal, 10 comma 2. 10 comma 2 means total digits will be 10, including decimals. Total digits will be 10. It means before decimal maximum 8. Maximum. This is a maximum 110. And after decimal must be 2. After decimal must be 2. And salary, for salary also I will give not null because I don't want anyone to have it like empty salary. Oh, I will put it. Some Indians will not have any salary. Now, or employee ID, employee name, employee role, employee salary. I can give here age. Age is something integer. Okay. And age, I will do some kind of check that age should be greater than or equals to 18. Isn't it? Right? Now, to the people who don't know, we'll have a chapter called operators. In that operators, I will tell, but everyone will understand, programming that is greater than or equals to. In programming, we will write it like that. Now, next, I'm not writing date of birth because age is there anyway. So I'm going with something called joining date. Joining date, which is date time. Simple. And I am also giving something called department ID here. I will give here department ID, which is integer, department ID, integer, not null. This department ID, I should write it here This department ID should be foreign key. Department ID references in departments table DID. References is used from which table you are referring this particular one. Okay. Now, why varchar 20 only? That is a maximum letter. You put anything, it doesn't matter. You put anything, it doesn't matter. Second one, what is references? Sir, I am referring to another table. But sir, everyone tell me this point. Do you have departments table? Sir, first that table should be there, sir. Because if the table is not there, how you will have it like reference, sir? So, ये wrong है. पहला department table create करो. I'm not running the code, okay? After that, I will run. Now I will create it here. Create table. What is the table name? Very good. In the same database. In this departments, there is something called DID. DID means department ID. I am taking it. And what it is, integer. What it is, primary key. Your wish if you want to put it out. And I will have it like something department name, which is varchar 30. Just someone is thinking it like only varchar 20 is possible. I can give it whatever I like. That's why I'm not giving it 30. Behead, or I'm just giving this one, this much only. Now, if I don't put semicolon, what will happen? Everyone see? Because it is getting error because it is thinking everything is same line. MySQL will think even though you write in next line, it will think it is same line only. If you put semicolon only, it will think next line. I said it. See, for example, I said it. The second cursor will run only single line. Na? I am in line number 14. Na? Do you know if I click this second one, it will not run only 14. It will run from this create everything. Why? Because according to MySQL, this is all one only, one line only. Are you getting my point, ma? From semicolon to semicolon, एक ही line. That is the MySQL logic. That's why I'm writing it in the next lines. Okay. To show you nicely, I'm writing in the next lines. Last ones, are you getting my point, ma? What is this foreign key? Now, in one table, employees table, there is something called department ID. In departments table, there is something called DID. I want this DID is a primary key here, na? I want that department ID to be here. So this DID from department table, everyone see, DID from department table is same as the DID from department table is same as the department ID from employees table. Both are same only. That guy only came here. Whatever the prime minister which is there in India, that guy only when he went to the another country, that country people will call it he is from foreign country. He is some kind of foreign minister. They won't call him prime minister there. Are you getting my point, ma? We see foreigners in India, but when we go to another country, we become foreigners. Simple. Online, anyone have any questions, sir? No questions. Good. Now click here. Now can you see two tables are created? Two tables are created, sir. Now if you go here, refresh. Now I will go to the rep. What are the table names? Departments, and in departments table, you are having columns, indexes, foreign keys. But is there any foreign key in departments table? No one is giving foreign key to departments table. Foreign key departments table is going to another table, right or not? So this guy is having three columns or two columns, department ID and department number. Okay, छोड़ दो. Go to employees table. Employees table is having it how many columns? Employee ID, employee name, employee role, department ID. It is not rule like same name. Name can be changed. Okay. Now salary, age, joining date, and if you go here, foreign key. Can you see here it is having another foreign key? What is this foreign key? It is nothing but that particular foreign key from the departments table. From departments table, if you go here, you can actually see it. There is one foreign key here. Okay, it is printing it here actually. No. If you go to this particular table, you can actually see it. This particular table data. You can see in the table what is the foreign keys, which from which table it is connected. It is connected from the table departments. From departments table, there is a DID that is connected to here dep ID. We will discuss it in detail. Don't worry. We are just learning the structure. After removing comment, we have to run a sir. No, if you remove the comment, it will be something like that. Didn't understand the last part. One more time. Let's do it here. Now, the more if you understand it, the more easy it will become. And we will do it like one more time. Let's go here. Let's see some practical examples. For example, uh, program is, let's go to the real one. Program is SQL compiler. I will go open some SQL compilers. I will say it here, whiteboard. Let me put it here, some tables, and will show you clearly. Uh, Not this. I don't know which one is having the tables. Okay, why not? I'll just create it. Now let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let me show you some interesting one. Copy. Now go here. In online, there are so many compilers. If you go for real interviews, in interviews, people give online compilers only. They don't ask you to do it in your system. Okay. So that's why it is better to learn these things very easily. Go here and good. Last one. No. The reason I'm doing only for this particular topic this much time because I want people to understand it. If you don't understand this foreign keys and all, almost MySQL you will not get it. This is the major contribution. Now, is every foreign key is a primary key in another table? It can be candidate key also because candidate key is almost equal to the primary key. Okay. Now, but in MySQL, most of the times it's primary key. When we are running table, it's not visible. How it will be visible? Because you are not seeing the table. You are just creating the table. In future, we will write queries to see the table. At the time, it will run. Okay. Now, now everyone see this. Last ones, can you see it clear, ma? Now, now okay. Now, acha. Now see this. I have two tables. Everyone see this. I have two tables. One is one table name. What is the table name? What is another table name? If I give customer ID, if I give customer ID, can you tell which item he bought? Customer ID 3. Can anyone tell me what item he bought? Customer ID 3. Which item he bought? Last ones can't see, na? Okay, I will show you last ones also. Last ones, can you see now? Now, here in customers table, customer ID 3 is there. In orders table also customer ID is there. Here 3 is there. So you are just combining this two na. Basically, this is the relation. RDBMS starts with the foundation of relational database management. The RDBMS relation is one table column you will use in another table. Now, anyone tell me, in orders table, customer ID is what key? In orders table, customer ID is foreign key. In customers table, customer ID is primary key. Correct. Can I give, can I give here customer ID 91.